Okay.
Nice. Right. How are we with logging in?
How about rephrasing that question in terms of show of hands for people
Yes.
who have logged?
Yes, can we have a show of hands people who have logged in? Show of hands people who have not logged in yet. Try. Those who haven't logged in, can someone help them? Yes. Right. So that is a thing. Bear with me for a second, please. Right, so to those who are logged in, we've got a repository with the exercise on this Git address. So git at github.com, calling Cambridge ICCS/ICCS OpenMP.git. Is SSH clone going to work, or should I have rewritten as an HTTPS clone?
I think you can clone if it's a public. Yeah.
Yeah, I should. I mean, these test accounts are going to get erased at some point anyway.
Yes, there's that 50 gig home partition.
Yeah.
If you're doing, if you're running an ocean model or an atmospheric model, whatever, no, don't do it at your home
Yeah.
space.
Well, we're talking kilobytes here.
Today, it's fine. Do it,
Yeah.
So what was the question?
I think it's is it in a public view?
Is there a repeat for this?
There is not, but we're accepting issues on the repository.
Yes. Oh no, there's a README file. It's empty.
Oh, I don't reason.
Sorry, I missed that one, and didn't have time to fix it. Hmm.
Yeah, it's that one area. Yes, I can read it. But
Yeah, I have some answer for.
Okay, just okay. Yeah, you can finish that. Anyone have
Any issues cloning the repository?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not public.
Well, it's public. You might need to set up.
HTTP web.
If you don't fancy something,
Oh, wait.
would work.
Off the top of my head.
Well, then forwarding the MP
Yeah.
assuming you have that set up locally as well. Anyone else?
Yeah. So yeah, HTTPS variant. Right. Anyway, once we have clone it, we enter ICCS OpenMP. These files. There is exercises folder, which head into. So let's do access. So there is our 7 exercises. I'm going to run through the first one as sort of a demo, and the rest of the exercises are a bunch of these SAXP examples, just having you implement the directives yourselves, play around with it. Solutions are provided for all the exercises. And there's exercise 6 and 7 are slightly more involved, slightly more of a challenge. All right, so we're logged into the class now. The first thing we need to do is get access to a GPU node. So is this script set up for my account? In principle, if you run get GPU node.sh, doesn't work for my account because it's set up for test accounts, I think.
Yeah, Stuart said he had used it.
Doesn't work, it's something broken. What do we break, Chris? Someone's queued. You guys were queued? Okay, so it doesn't work for my account. Actually, module load. If I load the right version of Slurm, it should work for me. Right. So yeah, I had to make sure I load different version of our resource manager. We're running on our NVIDIA GPUs, but we split them up in tiny little slices so you can all get access. So they're taken out of normal service for today. Why is this?
Yours ran instantly, but these guys, those are still running. They're running for you.
Yeah, what's your
Special Arjen privileges.
Yes, that's the problem with testing is like we don't have access to the test accounts, so we're live debugging this.
Yes, it runs. Come on. Oh, can you go in?
Can you just have that?
Yeah.
You managed to get a node? Excellent. Okay, so it worked for you.
Then do SU.
We should have questions, presumably the reservation finished at 7:30.
Ah.
There's a QU.
So
UE.
like
Oh, you have an Italian keyboard, you set the left to US.
Well, Chris, we have got people who managed to get in. We have people who did manage to get in. So, no, people are getting in, so it might take some time for get processed.
no, I can do this. You can do it.
What do you run then the same thing?
Well, it runs on our standard HPC, not on, but it seems to compile. So like, is that what it's supposed to? It's like I've got 32.
So, yes, this is the expected output before we fix it.
Oh,
The exercise. Yeah, so but I'm going to run through the first exercise once everyone is set up.
If you just do load, it will run, it doesn't care.
Did you manage to get in, or are you playing on? That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. Hands who are not yet on a node. Not yet. Is it just queuing? Yeah. Could you open the second section, perhaps? Yeah.
Arjen, I'm just going to leave the command on the screen.
Yeah. Are you going through my entire? Oh yeah. People have to load Slime tests.
So I did module swap dash rally.
Sorry. Right. So this is for those who haven't logged in yet. Have managed to get on yet? Or this?
This is, if you run get GPU script, it
Yeah.
won't work.
Yeah.
Unless they run this first.
Yeah. So before you run the get GPU node scripts, we forgot about that step. Please do module load. Yeah.
Plug it in, and then you got GPU. I know. Is it? Yeah. Maybe not.
What I'm doing to the exercises, right? This is a GPU exercise. I'm not like, okay, there's one keyboard hardware, right? But I don't tell them what device it is. And I assume it will be. How can I be sure?
Yeah.
How can I, is there like a print statement where I can say, okay, now we are on device GPU? Because like one keyword, no is.
So NumPy is controlled in like the environment. So you could check if you're on a device. So I think that should be in the hello world examples, like OpenMP is initial device. What you can also do is
The local example should have that. Just
or maybe I forgot to add it. That's very possible. Maybe maybe I skipped it. Isn't there?
this was my solution for the
No. Oh no, I was planning to add it. Apparently, I didn't. So. But what you can do is in the environment. So if you do before you run it,
before I run it.
yeah. So if you do in all, so in the script, yeah, or wherever you run it, in all caps OMP.
here, OMP, okay.
Yeah, and then sorry, OMP underscore, no space. Targets underscore offload equals mandatory, and then run your yeah. Sure. So it basically like if it's like if it says like you must run like you talk on the device. So if it didn't compile for the device correctly, like it would just crash. Yeah. Are we good to move on? Can we move on? Okay, we'll go. Right. So in this first exercise, we have the hello world exercise. Just want to walk through it for a second. So this isn't really worth it. So in this exercise, right, the hello world exercise, we've got two parallel regions, or there will be. So we've got this is where we're saying, asking OpenMP how many threads are, how many threads are we running with, and what is my thread ID? And we're printing this out. And there's a second loop that is going to set of values to an array and sum those values. So to run it, we run make, oh, I forget, of course I forget a step. We run source modules to get our modules in our system. Is that done? So make to compile the code, and with OpenMP. So this is CPU only, and to run the code, we've done.
Each CPU vendor has their own.
Yep.
There's no equipment.
Yeah. Fortran supports OpenMP. Fortran sort of supports OpenMP offload, but not in any decent capacity and not on our systems.
To use
The vendors, yeah. Yes, sorry, yeah. So, sorry.
Yeah. Do you want to show the loading the environment?
Yeah, I confused myself. I'm really sorry. What's the last action?
Yeah, I think the missing step is you need to load the module.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Yeah, so just
Sorry. So in the exercises directory, there's this. Sorry. In the exercise directory, there's this modules file. You want to run source modules, and that will set up your environment. Sorry, I've got a step. Yes. Sorry? Yeah, and so now you should be able to, so that's what's in there, but that's fine. So I'm telling it to run. Yeah. So I'm running export OMP num threads equals 4 say, okay, run on the CPU with 4 threads, because by default it will only run with 1. And now I've compiled it. If I run it, there's my output. Can anyone explain this output? So if I, like, what would you expect to see here? Yes, I would expect 1, 2, 3, and 4 in any order. I think OpenMP threads start from 1. Or it might actually be 0, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've got my parallel region. I'm also just like, what's going wrong here? Yeah.
So showing the link lines of these. Just point out the slides with
Yeah.
the data and all the stuff in the name.
Yes. So I think a good way to find out is like, just try doing default none on this.
What does default none do?
So default none is basically, I'm saying the data sharing properties for all my variables inside my parallel region. I'm saying I'm not like, do not make any assumptions.
Yeah.
So in this case, if I compile it, it's going to complain. It's like, because my thread count and my thread variables, I'm not defined them. So this like, if you're getting weird behavior, the default, it might show you, variables you might not have thought about.
Being either shared.
Yeah, yes.
Where do you put that? Why do you put it there? They're not somewhere in the-
Because this is a parameter that binds to a parallel region.
If you're writing that, you've obviously thought that. That's just.
Sorry? Yes, but like we're running it like this before. It's like
Not making it default like that to be.
so. The default is like, what is my default sharing mode within this parallel region? Yeah, within this parallel region.
Wait,
No, it's default for whatever parallel region you specify.
it might try it. Is it not the right way? I imagine it would explain about it.
So it's
Why you would write.
But then you can find the different.
Like what?
Oh, yeah.
So you just does one at a time, right? It found the first one.
Can you do,
And you get it straight. I think other compilers do.
So it gives you an error until you specified, it gives you an error saying you haven't specified these variables explicitly. So if you don't specify any default, right? All variables that are passed into this loop are going to be shared.
Without typing default. Forget what I mean.
I mean, yes. I think this is probably a fight you can have with the with the OpenMP committee. This is the way they've decided to do it.
Seeing like it's your default for that one loop that you've already thought about. If you've thought about, you've probably thought about what the variable is.
Seems wonderful. It's like,
Or is it the case you don't?
yeah, say you've got a larger region, it's very easy to get to miss variable thing. It's just got like, you think, okay, I've got these arrays that I want to have shared, these variables that are private, and it's like, just write that, and somehow you miss one and you get a bug.
Okay, so would you write like this? Mark, and then, so like have private. So that
you would also like you have to add the private or share clause then to make default none not compile. To compile.
Add to my loop like another time and I've forgotten to add it to the top.
So if you want to,
So like, if I wanted to add another line,
yeah,
Oh, no.
you have to add it to the private or shared. Yeah. So if you now add another line, like if you start using another variable in the loop that isn't explicitly declared in private or shared, then it will complain. That'll work, yeah.
you just put a space. Okay, then I can.
Yeah.
What MD? Okay. It should be
So directives are
it might just be it is a new it might yeah, it's like what is the issue about your rates?
I'm doing all right here. It was like I've tried compiling and running it like it is. So actually, yeah. So could you run? No, could you run? Sorry, export an OMP underscore. So in all caps. OMP underscore num underscore threads equals 4. Now the make run. Just like make run. It's actually right. Yeah, our environment says like number of threads equals to 1 by default. Like, yeah, you're not really debugging your things, you're running with one. So we have to set it explicitly. So what you're seeing here now is like, actually, fine, if you run it again. Yeah. Can you explain what's happening there? Or what do you think? What would you expect to see?
Of the threads.
Yeah. So threading parts. Would you expect at least every thread, just like every thread 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all have them be, you know.
I mean, obviously, all threads are printing something. They seem to be out, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't get 4 outputs.
Yeah. So if you look at the code now. So what we're doing here is OMP parallel region, and so we're running this in parallel. So what's happening is running the parallel, like every thread runs the same code, so that's fine. So each of our threads can say, okay, thread count equals OpenMP get no threads. So how many threads have I got running? What's my thread ID? And then print it out. Which was happening. Thing is, that's why I mentioned data sharing. So thread count, especially my thread, are defined before we enter the origin, so they are shared by default. So they're all writing to the same point in memory. So what would you have to do to get it to print out, its own thread ID?
What's the environment we set to give like debugging information about where the code
I should define it like outside of the.
So you have to add it to the OMP parallel. So you probably have to set some things private. You were saying?
What's the environment variable you set to where it shows you select running on this device? Is there an OpenMP?
I mean, because it's OMP target offload equals mandatory and it will crash if it's not running on a device. Lib OMP target underscore info. Lib OMP target. There's so many environment variables I can't keep them. Yeah. Sorry? It's... Yeah. Something goes wrong with the G. Yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah.
But sorry, this is the GPU. This is the GPU.
Yeah.
I don't know what
So,
Was there a Teams link and Teams link is possible?
What do you do to migrate?
So you've got the descriptive and prescriptive. So themes looks like the more 16th version, and then prescripts target teams.
Target Teams link.
No, the order matters. So you have to end directives. You don't have to include like clauses. Like if you've got data mapping clauses, they don't have to be in the end statement. But
So you have, each thread would have its own copy of that bigger write. And given that it's going to be parallelized anyway, it's going to be distributed. Each thing is only relevant.
Just a second. Is it working out for you? Yeah.
Get thread now. Without being.
Yeah. So the my thread part was shared. Yeah.
Outside.
So do you remember the date sharing clauses? So saying whether you can add the date sharing clause to your directive here, say whether it needs to be shared or private. So why try just ignoring this for a second. Like try writing my thread to private date sharing clause. Slides. Yes, I should get you a link to the slides in a second. Sorry. Yeah.
Have people found where the slides are in the repository as well? If they want to look at the slides.
But if you, for the slides, if you go to the GitHub page, so
Yes.
that's like github.com/Cambridge/ICCS OpenMP. There's an actions tab. If you go to the latest one, there should be an upload beamer of PDF file here. That's the slide. Sorry, there.
Oh, no, yeah.
No,
You can go to the on.
there's no PDF binary in the repository.
You go to the fix out.
We can get the slides.
Yes, the text. The checkbox. So hopefully the end. Yeah. I'm going to go to the. And then go to the. Yeah, that's those are the ones. Yeah, and so.
So I guess it could be.
Yeah, I think you're happy to go ahead with this.
Great question. You're on this site, and I was thinking it's modified. What does it do? It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like why have you got data?
Data is that's just a variable in real time.
Yeah, but it's not being used.
Where is why?
Why is that there?
I guess that's the argument.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a mistake. But it's supposed to modify data in Python rather than why.
It's like the best one college, so okay.
You can get
Like,
No, I
I mean, why? It has to be with data is why that's our argument, right? The actual argument.
Oh, why is it there? We got one.
Yeah.
So why do you need n? Why do you need n?
Yeah.
Maybe that.
Well, yeah.
But
You also you don't need the n argument because you're not taking you're using implicit.
Which one? That was
The n argument.
yeah,
That you pass through the size of the array.
I've got to change that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Which except was it?
What expert number was it?
it's GPU data range, I think it's 5.
Yeah. Hold on.
Is it the same question as?
Yeah.
Exercise 3.
Okay.
Why? Like when I change this, for example, should it be compiled? Should it ask it to be compiled?
Have you stated?
Yeah. But it like it gives the something to be done.
Are you in that correct?
Can you try to do it? No, you try to do this MP.
I don't know why. It should detect the whole point of make is it should detect the last edit time target, work it out. Yeah, okay. Just I don't know why. I don't know.